Alright everybody, today's just going to be another quick tutorial, another hand painting. Thought I would just go over this model real quick because I was really happy with it and I hope you guys enjoy. So today's tutorial is going to be similar to a tutorial I made in the past, so you can watch that for further explanation, but I'm just going to very quickly go over my process for this model. I'm just going to start by airbrushing in some soft tones. I'm keeping my airbrush at a lower strength even than typical, just because I want to be able to really softly block in those colors. I want to be able to block in the core values I'd like to see. That's the white of the corner of the eye, the red of the cheek, the dark crease above the eyelid, and then I'm going to darken those nostrils just to get that contrast and a little bit of defining that underplane of the nose and the ambient occlusion crease of the nostril flap. Very lightly painting in the definition on the top of the nose, just kind of implying form there to enhance the model, and then just brushing in the color of the lips, kind of defining the shape. Most of what I'm doing here is just emphasizing forms that already exist. You can see I'm adding a soft shadow in just to the flat color so I can tell where the forms are. The painting is really here just to support the model and to add additional information about the flesh, adding reds in to indicate areas where high blood flow would happen in the ears, a little ambient occlusion on the forehead, and then painting in the dark depths of that ear just to give additional depth where the model itself isn't really cutting it. Adding in some additional information to the ear where the low poly model doesn't really have all that much, and then just adding in a little fake subsurface scattering to the inner ear canal. Adding in some additional AO under the chin just so that it feels a little deeper. Like I said, pushing that shader. Since it's a relatively Toon shaded model, we want to add in this information. Just redefining the brow, making it a little bit deeper, keeping in mind the exact shape of the forms I'm trying to recreate with painting. Here I'm highlighting the upper part of the cheekbone, just trying to really make it feel like it's facing the sky. Usually I'm trying to use light and shadow here to just emphasize form language that the sculpt may not be doing super well. Painting the inner pink area of the eye and giving some depth to the socket using a masking technique by pressing the square in texture painting mode just to isolate those areas to keep them clean. Adding in a little bit of darkness to the inner mouth and that crease to give it just that little bit of form language. Darkening the philtrum area and then just adding a blush to make it look extra cute. Adding a little bit of darkness right above the nose just to give it kind of a button nose shape. Keeping things really subtle, just airbrushing it in, softening, sampling the colors just to really soften those forms. Adding in a little bit more flesh tones, that's a light lavender color and a yellow just to further sell this like skin effect rather than it just being reds. You can see I added it around the corners of the nose, the forehead, deepening some of those crevices just a little more, and then here I'm just going to add a slight bit of detail into the eyebrow. Even though it's a separate plane, I just want it to feel like it fits a little bit better. And then of course a little bit of freckles, because I have freckles and I think everything should have freckles, and it's a little bit of a problem, but I refuse to stop. Some final touches here, just emphasizing forms where I would like highlights to appear, and the extra deep parts of the crevices, just giving everything a once-over smoothing. This is a really simple technique. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow along for more. I have a tutorial about this shader in my video, so you should go check that out. Thanks, guys!